Oh, hello, and welcome to another episode of the Calumet Wilderness with Sam Love. I am your host, Sam Love. We're going to do a little recce today. All right. Well, it's supposed to get near 80 degrees this weekend, so I think I'm going to have to get the boat out. I'm thinking, where do I want to go? I thought maybe Deep River. So I thought what I'd do today, find a prettier background. I don't know, we're looking at some parking lot. Let's go over here. All right, that's much better. Yeah, I've had a number of people ask me, like, if I get a kayak, how do I even get on the water? Where do I put in it? So I'll show you where you can do that on the north part of Deep River. So we're only going to focus on the parts that are north of the dam in downtown Hobart. Deep River starts in the moraine, flows north, and then of course the dammed area is called Lake George. North of the dammed area, we call it Deep River, and this is just a great part for paddling. It's wide. It's funny, it's Deep River, it's not really that deep. Well, all in all, this one's my favorite paddle, so I'm happy to share this with everyone. And I figure, during the season, I'll probably check in from time to time on what the river conditions are like. Well, the first public access point north of the dam on Deep River is the soccer rugby fields. It's right across the street from Festival Park. Plenty of parking out here. So you can see a nice accessible launch here. You can see how much the water has been up by these mud traces. Nice open river, good current coming out of that dam, eases up real nice. You can see the confluence with Duck Creek right there. Now, the second thing to do before you get on the water, because the first thing you want to do is make sure you have all your gear, all your safety equipment with you. Let people know where you're at, all that stuff. But the second thing I'd recommend to do is get over to the Northwest Indiana Paddlers Association website and check their recent river conditions page. This is really helpful. From time to time, obviously when it's warmer, they're out updating it more. And you'll get a good synopsis of what conditions are like. And then they also have links to the USGS page that has all kinds of great information, water depth, temperature, flow, all of that. So absolutely check the conditions before you go out there. Really can make what you think is a fun day really miserable if you're not prepared for that. Yeah, this little trail here, you just go over these railroad tracks and it's not even a mile. Let's go check out how the river is, see if there's any log jams or any kind of obstacles up this way. A little bit of an obstacle right off the bat here. You can see this log jam forming, and then there's this submerged log which is just creating a dam. You got this little narrow channel to fit through, and then it's going to send you right into this other wannabe log jam here, right at head level when you're in that kayak. I mean, the other option is you could just land on this. It's not an island, but land on this rocky, higher, drier area and just portage across there. Sadly, you can see a lot of junk under the water, a lot of tires, construction debris, bricks. Well, from here the river curves back north, goes under Rand Street, Ridge Road, and then it begins to curve east where it goes under Highway 51 the first time. You go a bit more north, it curves west under 51. So this is as far as we can go here. Let's go drive up to the next public access points up in Lake Station. Well, in spite of all the human trash, it's still beautiful out here. Getting greener. You got this nice bend in the river here. One wonders what it's like beyond, but there's only one way to figure out, so maybe this weekend. Well, just that little minor inconvenience right there. I wouldn't even call that an obstacle. Just that clears up afterwards. All right, let's go check out the next parts. Well, the next public access site upstream from Festival Park is Riverview Park in Lake Station. Well, there's no accessible launch here, and the banks are fairly muddy, but the banks are low, so it's a good stopping point. We're about 3 miles north by water of the Festival Park put-in. Well, if you've been watching this show from the beginning, you know what that feature is. Goose Shit Island from my very first episode of the Calumet Wilderness. It wasn't even the Calumet Wilderness. I just put a video up because I thought, you know, it was a cool journey. I wanted to share some stuff, and like 100 people watched it, which is encouragement enough for me to go on. Just a good sign of how low the river is since they took the dam out, and also just how low it is right now. One of the things I really like about this part, though, is you can see these old high Tolliston dunes that this park is built atop, as well as on the other bank of the river beyond the wetland. So really gorgeous area here. You get such a great sense of how powerful water is too. Even a fairly sluggish, slow-moving stream like this carried all this debris and deposited it here. Riverview Park is located on the east side of 51 in Lake Station. That's about what, half a mile south of Central Avenue? Real easy to find. All right, the next stop is about a half a mile by water, but on foot like we're doing today. It's about a football field away. Let's go check it out. Third public access site starting from Festival Park is Veterans Park, again in Lake Station. This is a better launch site because you've got an accessible launch, although you can see it sustained some damage, unfortunately, but still usable. Veterans Park is located on Putnam Street, just a little bit south of Central Avenue. All right, last stop for the day. All right, fourth and final place I'll show you where you can access Deep River is at the end of 29th, where the old dam was. You've seen this before. I did the video on Deep River and the little Calumet confluence. So this access point you can find at 29th in Wyoming. If you want to locate yourself, find Clay Street, find 29th, and then start heading west till the bitter end. And there you go. You actually get two options around this area. The first, over just off Liverpool Road there's a small pull-off that you can access. And then up here at this, you know, I don't know if they're giving it a name yet, but you can see that little sandbar over there. It's a real nice place to put in at. Keep in mind that you can't access this site and the Liverpool Road pull-off by foot or road. You've got to drive separately. They've got a chain link fence up over there, and a road doesn't go directly there, so keep that in mind. I actually think the Liverpool Road pull-off is a little better place because you don't have so many people out fishing. You're closer from where your car is to the water, but you know, like I said, you got options out here. Well, there you go. 4, technically 5 places where the public can access Deep River. Use them in good health, my friends. And I'll see you out in another adventure in the Calumet Wilderness. appreciate your local waterways.